Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Solution is Gratitude podcast, where we talk about gratitude and gratitude's effect on health, finances, and relationships. This is Mark Castle, and welcome to today's episode. On today's episode, I am going to talk about answering unasked questions. It is a big problem in our society, and I just have experienced it a few times recently, so I'm going to talk about it. But first, I'm going to talk about gratitude. And the reason I'm going to talk about gratitude, particularly today, is I am overwhelmed with gratitude at the moment. There has been a shift in me, and it has something to do with going out there and participating in the world in ways that I haven't been doing in a while, and coming back and realizing just how fabulous my life is, particularly when I've experienced stuff from other people. So I'm very appreciative of that. And now I'm going to go into asking unasked questions. Yeah, I actually just got off the phone with somebody, and I told them something that I was doing, and they just got all over me about doing that. And I was very frustrated because there was a part of me that just wanted to be essentially very impolite and say, you know, I didn't ask for that piece of information. I'm perfectly happy with the decision that I have made, and I didn't ask for that piece of information. That's not why I called. And secondly, I was talking with another person the other day, and I said something as well to this other person, and they just got all up in my skirt. And I just was like, really? You know, you don't know the whole story. I haven't told you the whole story, nor am I going to tell you the whole story. And therefore, if you don't know the whole story, then maybe there is a better way of talking about it. If nothing else, just simply to say, are you interested in some feedback? Because that solves everything. That solves everything. That statement right there solves the problem. The problem is that I didn't ask for feedback. I wasn't interested in feedback. I was just simply saying what I was going to do. It had nothing to do with, and I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I find this experience occurs more with women than it does with men. And I know that that might upset a few people out there, and it could be just me. However, I do experience this thing of telling somebody something about what they are doing when there was no question asked as to whether or not I had any interest in that person's experience, and or that person's opinion of what I was up to. I leave this conversation with a couple of points. One is, please remember that. Please remember to just simply ask the question, are you interested in some feedback? Because that makes all the difference in the world. And second of all, remember that we never understand the whole story. I am not in someone else's physical shoes, nor are the people, like, for example, that volunteered information that I didn't need to know, in my shoes. And I'm going to give you a perfect example on the way out of this conversation today. The other day, I was on the 101 freeway in the valley, and there was a guy following me, and I was in the right lane, and I thought, I ain't gonna go any faster. He was flashing his lights, or what I thought he was doing was flashing his lights at me, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't go any faster. There was a car 10 feet in front of me. We were not moving very quickly. And so I got really frustrated, and I got really frustrated in my head, and I came about this concept of, all right, I'm going to pull over and punch this guy. This is where my head went with this. And then I exited the freeway, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw that the guy's lights on his car, there clearly was an electrical issue. It was not a newer car, so I knew that much. But there was an electrical issue, because this was happening to the entire car. It wasn't just happening to his headlights. And then I went, see, Mark, one more time, you don't know the whole story.